The first date with Godot was a blast. This engine is light, performant, and accessible in terms of learning it. By following the 2D platformer tutorial series by Heartbeast, I was able to create a stable and great technical base for a known platformer. Yeah, I decided to start a new side project after having some brainstorming on details about in the end of the first Godot video I uploaded on my channel, trying out Godot as an Unreal Engine user. The first project version back then already had a tight movement for the character, and after a few additional tweaking, it now feels really responsive, except of the wall slide. Before jumping off the wall, the character should go more slowly down when he sticks to the wall to allow the player more control when exactly jumping off. Working on that for sure. Last week I grabbed my buddy Onimaru and we put together some additional levels. At the last part of this video I will provide a full playthrough of all levels. As I mentioned in my first Godot video, I thought about the scope of designing 10 levels and then we'll see. I guess after having good prototypes on the perspective of nice gameplay, we will swap the assets Heartbeast has provided on GitHub. Maybe we go for a mix of using some open source platformer assets by the talented Kenny and creating our own. Speaking of own creations, I also thought about designing an own character. As you may remember from my 1-year draw progress video, I started somehow with shape design, but this time I tried just pushing base shapes like triangle, cube and circle around in Canva to create a convincing character silhouette before adding details or breaking the whole thing down into simpler forms. At first I went for a really cute version of a relic hunter. I thought this platformer will set in an ancient temple and our main character is there to get all the treasure that can be found there. Later I did a more realistic one with less exaggerated anatomy and I quite liked it. First I thought, why not model her in 3D in Blender and then render her down to do the animation frames like the devs of the great game Dead Cells did in a similar way. But for that I needed a character turnaround, and thanks to this talented guy Joshua Edoye and his great cool tip drawing the top view of the character after you got front and side view to help you get the 3/4 view or the half profile correctly, it was possible for me. But in the end my character was way too realistic and too detailed for a little 2D platformer like that. Yeah, should have noticed this earlier, but I was lost in driving the hype train. So I restarted shape design and after some time I came up with a cool form that is in between the cute version and the detailed one, I guess. So this is a good silhouette to start out. I also started thinking of main design pillars of her. I think if it combines somehow my buddy's Onimaru love for the classic Tomb Raider Lara Croft with my strange passion for the old TV series that is literally called Relic Hunter, and also the old anime Nadia and the Magic Stone, but more details will follow in future episodes. I still play around with raw ideas and how to make her design fit an additional gameplay mechanic we have in mind for adding later. Now, as promised, let's move on to the level playthroughs and enjoy. I hope you like this little sharing of in-game development with Godot. Leave a like and subscribe if you feel comfortable with that. As always, thank you so much for watching. See you next week, my friends. Bye.